Late one evening, I found myself alone in an old, creaky house. The air felt thick with history, and a dim light struggled to push away the shadows. As I explored, the floor seemed to whisper tales of the past beneath my cautious footsteps. A peculiar door caught my attention, tucked away in a forgotten corner. It beckoned me with a subtle, eerie charm. Hesitant, yet curious, I turned the cold doorknob. The door groaned open, revealing a narrow staircase leading down into the abyss. Descending into the darkness, the air grew colder, and a faint odor of dampness surrounded me. A dim light flickered at the bottom, revealing a room filled with dusty relics of a bygone era. Among the forgotten belongings, an old mirror stood out, reflecting a distorted version of myself. As I gazed into the mirror, a chilling feeling crawled up my spine. The reflection seemed to move on its own, its eyes filled with a haunting sadness that wasn't mine. A voice echoed in the stillness, whispering forgotten secrets and lost regrets. Suddenly, the temperature plummeted, and an unseen force gripped me. The room came alive with ghostly whispers, and shadows danced in the corners. I tried to escape, but an invisible barrier held me in place, trapping me in a spectral embrace. In the mirror, faces of the past appeared, their eyes pleading for release. The air thickened with sorrow, and an otherworldly wail pierced through the silence. I felt the weight of their stories pressing on me, a heavy burden of unresolved pain. With a sudden jolt, the room fell silent, and the mirror returned to its lifeless state. The temperature normalized, and the oppressive atmosphere lifted. I stumbled back up the staircase, leaving the haunted room behind. As I closed the door, a lingering unease stayed with me. The house held secrets, and the mirror had unveiled a glimpse into a realm where the past and present converged in a chilling dance. The echoes of that night would forever haunt my memories, a ghostly reminder of the thin veil that separates the living from the forgotten. Days passed, but the memory of that haunted room lingered in my thoughts like an indelible stain. Sleep became elusive as whispers of the past echoed in my dreams. The once familiar house now seemed like a maze of hidden passages, each holding its own spectral secret. Curiosity, however, is a relentless force. Unable to resist the pull of the mysterious, I found myself drawn back to that enigmatic door. The house seemed to exhale a heavy sigh as I opened it again, as if anticipating the return of an unwelcome visitor. Descending into the depths once more, the air grew heavier, and the flickering light cast eerie shadows on the walls. The room awaited, frozen in time, its secrets eager to be unraveled. The mirror stood as a silent witness to the tragedies etched into its glass. As I peered into the reflective surface, the same haunting faces emerged, but this time their eyes held a desperate plea for release. The whispers intensified, weaving a tapestry of sorrow that enveloped me like a shroud. I could feel the weight of their stories pressing on my chest, an oppressive burden that threatened to consume me. With trembling hands, I reached out to touch the mirror. A surge of cold energy coursed through me, and the room trembled as if awakening from a long slumber. The faces contorted in anguish, and a guttural cry reverberated through the space. Suddenly, the room fell into darkness, and the mirror shattered into countless shards. The voices faded, leaving behind an empty silence. The temperature normalized, and the oppressive atmosphere lifted, but the room now bore the scars of a supernatural struggle. I ascended the staircase, the weight of the encounter heavy on my shoulders. The house seemed to sigh in relief as I closed the door behind me. The haunted room had given up its secrets, but the scars on my soul remained. The house, once a haven, now stood as a testament to the thin veil between the living and the spectral. As I walked away, I couldn't shake the feeling that the echoes of that haunted room would follow me, a constant reminder that some doors are best left unopened.